NFC North is my team.
This going to take some work right here.
All right, so here we go. Here we go.
I'm going to let you play point on this one.
Well, obviously, so let me get to the free agency real quick. Here we go. Eric Stokes, free agent. AJ Dillon's free agent. He's not good anyway, so good riddance. Corey Ballantyne, free agency. Josh Myers, Eric Wilson, Brandon McManus, Andre Dillard, Tyler Davis, and all these other guys. Bo Melton, Isaiah McDuffie.
Is he Trent McDuffie's brother?
I don't know. I don't care. Bo Melton.
Was he good? No. Isaiah McDuffie?
He was mid.
Okay.
He was mid. Depth piece. So yeah, man, that's really much it. Most important pieces. Zane Anderson, he was a good depth piece. So yeah, man. Packers. If I'm the Packers free agency, I would go after corner. You know, you're losing Jair, potentially. You're going to cut him, so I would go after corner for that one. I also think I would re-sign Brandon McManus. I know he's weird case. Why is he around? I would re-sign Brandon McManus. He was good as a kicker for them. So Josh Myers is not good, but he's not the worst. And you can get him on a bargain. So I might keep Josh Myers. Corey Ballantyne was okay. I don't know what his market is going to bear. Probably not going to get a lot. I might re-sign him. So yeah, that's how I look at it when it comes to re-signing guys. I do like Eric Wilson. He was a nice depth piece for us, so I will figure out a way to re-sign him as well. Zane Anderson was a good depth piece as well, so I might figure out a way if we can re-sign him. He wasn't getting paid a whole lot of money, and I don't think he's going to get paid a whole lot of money too. So, yeah, man, those are really only wide receivers. That's the only people that I would try to re-sign. Eric Stokes wasn't really that good, in my opinion. He was decent at best. I would try to upgrade the cornerback position. Jair Alexander, he barely plays. That's why we're going to cut him. So I would try to fill that void and find somebody that will actually play for us. And that's a decent corner in free agency. Running back, we're cool off of. We're good. Wide receiver, we got to make a trade. We're going to have to make a trade. There's nobody else.
Trade for Debo.
Hell no. I'm trading for Devontae Adams. I'm going after Devontae Adams.
You know, he's weird. He probably wants to go with Aaron Rodgers, go with some goofy.
He said he wouldn't mind playing for the Packers. I would trade for Devontae Adams. We need a number one guy. He is up there in age, but I don't think he's out of his prime per se. Or let me say he still has a lot left on the table. So I would trade for Devontae Adams, get your number one, and in the draft, I will go edge rusher.
This mock I'm looking at, they got y'all going corner.
Which is dumb. That's dumb. I understand we need a cornerback, but the reason we lost to the Eagles is because our pass rush. Kenny Clark, I was looking at pass rush win rate. Kenny Clark is actually 18th in D tackle pass rush win rate. I don't know if that's good or not, but
that's like middle.
Yeah, because I was looking at the numbers. I was looking at percentage. I was looking at the percentage on pass rush win rate from D tackle position. Oza is actually number 4. He's 18. He's 18% in pass rush win rate. But then I was looking at Kenny Clark, and he's not too off on the 9th best D tackle at pass rush win rate. Like, he's at 11%. The 9th best is at 14%. Like, it's not a significant gap between the 9th best D tackle at pass rush win rate and the 18th best. Like, he's not too far off from Kobe Turner, Jeffrey Simmons, Ed Oliver. Like, they're all like 13%, 12%. And these are good D tackles. So Kenny Clark, he's still going to be signed for a long time. I think our glaring need is edge rusher. We run a 4-3, 4 linemen, 3 linebacker. We need an edge rusher that can get to the quarterback. And I believe that is our biggest weakness.
Let's say, though, you get wiped out at edge.
Really? With the depth of this draft?
Like, I'm talking about for, like dudes you would be 1,000% comfortable taking in the first round. Because this mock I'm looking, they got all these, the top edges are gone. No James Pierce Jr., no Mike Green, no Shamar Stewart, none of them. The best edge after them dudes is Nick Scourton, the Texas A&M guy.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Would you take them over the number one corner or the best corner on the board?
This is, oh my God.
Or would you try to trade back and then maybe you could get trade back into a more comfortable position where you would take?
I would trade back. That guy from, I forgot his name, but he was one of the top leaders in sacks. I think he also played in South Carolina too. They projected him in the second round. He was doing the little gun. He was one of the guys that did the little gun celebration after he got a sack. I forgot the dude's name, but his measurables are insane.
Let me see if I could find it.
I forgot dude's name either. I think he also played in South Carolina as well. He had 11 sacks, I believe it was.
Cal Kennard?
I think so, yeah.
Okay.
Cal Kennard, yeah. I would take a chance on him in the second round. If we can't get any dudes, he's not the most refined pass rusher in the world, but just seeing what I saw, he has so much talent. But if we can't get those top edge rushers, then I'd rather just trade down.
Okay.
In all honesty, I would just try to trade for somebody.
That's not bad.
I would try to trade for somebody, bro, because what the Packers need, they need a bona fide guy that can get to the quarterback. We cannot go off of just, because we've done this for so many drafts where we would just go off of his raw talent. If we get him to our system, we can develop him into a nice pass rusher. No, we need instant production now.
Mm.
It can't just be, he has so much talent. Look at his measurables, like Shamar Stewart, right? And we just all of a sudden, he comes to our system, we'll train him, and eventually in 2 to 3 years, he'll be a good pass rusher for us. No, we cannot do that. We cannot. We don't have the luxury of doing something like that. We need to get an impact player now. And I believe that the Packers, if those guys are off the table, then either trade back or trade for somebody. Trade for a pass rusher that's well-known, established, a Max Crosby. If the Raiders are going to give him up, which is I highly doubt.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, but you need to trade for somebody. If those guys are off the table, I'm just going to trade for somebody because I can't take the chance.
That's fair.
We need edge rushers badly, though.
Yes.
We need one guy, one. Rashawn Gary's not a dude. He's a number 2.
No,
we need just one guy, one dude that you can just count on to say, hey, he's going to go, he's going to get to the edge, and he's going to get to the quarterback. There is Khalil Mack. He is up there in age.
It's true.
But Khalil Mack in free agency, I wouldn't be mad about that. Get him, trade back in the draft, get an edge rusher. That could work.
That could work.
I'll be down for that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's just how I feel on it.
That's fair.
Get Khalil Mack in free agency. Try to get edge rusher in the draft. If you can't get one of those 3 that are known for getting to the quarterback, then just trade back. Get a project guy, a guy like Cal Kennard.
Okay.
And boom, there you go. And then get corners in free agency. I would not draft a corner in the first round.
Would you get one in the second?
What do we need? Maybe. Nah. We need a receiver, dog. I know. Maybe I would go corner. Maybe
you could get a Matthew Golden in the second round if he's there.
Maybe I would go corner in the second round.
Okay.
But the Packers need edge rusher and wide receiver. It's just that simple.
Pretty much.
That's what we need. We need a number 1 receiver, and we need an edge rusher that can get to the quarterback. And that's hard to get. That's really hard to get. But
especially when you pick it at as a playoff team, it's not really a lot of elite edges aren't going to just fall into your lap.
But hey, Brian Gutekunst, that's why you're making all that money. Got to figure it out.
Also, the people, like I said, teams suck at drafting.
And the Eagles, they find a way.
Yeah,
they're able to find a way. They get AJ Brown on a discount. They're able to get Jalen Carter with that was crazy. That was just crazy right there. But they find a way. Cooper DeJean. We could have drafted Cooper DeJean. We didn't. We drafted Jordan Morgan, who I think is going to be good for us because when he played, he was pretty decent. But they got Cooper DeJean. They got Quinyon Mitchell. I wanted Quinyon Mitchell so bad. I wanted Terrion Arnold. Thank God we didn't get him. But Quinyon Mitchell, though, I want him back.
Like I said, you never know how this draft goes. All these character concerns, people could fall. Y'all probably wouldn't if the Mike Green stuff is true. It has any legs to it. Y'all would not want to take that risk, but you may never know. James Pierce Jr. could fall because of these alleged character concerns or whatever. You just don't know. Teams suck at drafting. It's always, every year, it's always some dudes that you're like, okay, this makes sense. They're going to pick this guy, and they pick someone like, huh? So you just never know. Someone great could fall into your lap. You just won't know.
I will say with drafting and these teams, they have their own criteria, and some of it works, like the Eagles, and some of it doesn't, like the Raiders. But I always say this: understand your culture, understand who do you have in your locker room. If you hear that this guy, he has a temper problem, he's overly emotional, he can't control his emotion. Well, what does the tape say? What does the talent say? If the talent is great and you have a good locker room, I believe that the leaders in that locker room can get him right. Yeah. All that, he's over emotional. He has a temper problem. He doesn't know how to control it. Well, bring him to our locker room. We'll get him right.
We can fix him.
Just like Jalen Carter. They got him right. He's one of the better D linemen in the NFL right now. He's unblockable half of the time. So I just think teams overthink too much on character issues. Now, raping and sexual harassment, sexual assault, that's different. But in terms of he gets angry once in a while. Like,
they fuss with the coach.
Come on now. Who cares? If you have a good culture, they'll get him right. But if you're the Raiders, then you don't want to take a guy like that. You need to take dudes that are good people.
Or if you're the Steelers with wide receivers.
Yeah, you need to take dudes that are good people. And it's also where you are. Like, location matters too. Like, the Packers ain't shit to do in Green Bay. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you gonna do in Green Bay?
Nothing.
You got to drive all the way to Chicago, which is, it's a little drive. It's right next door, but it's a little drive to get there if you want to get something popping. But for the most part, Green Bay, it ain't much to do but football. So you draft a guy that has a little bit of the temper. Bruh, there ain't much to do anyway. Like, he's not going to get anything popping off because there's not much to do in Green Bay unless in the off season, which is a different story. But for the most part, these teams, they just got to keep it simple and trust who you have in your locker room. And that's that.
I agree.
That's that. So, anywho, I feel like I was going to say something a lot more important than that, but
about the draft or your Packers?
It might be my Packers. I understand my Packers. They draft high character guys. I understand that. They look at, hey, they're raw talent. They have these certain measurables that we like, but they don't have the production to back it up. I understand that, but the first round, we haven't been hitting lately. So I'm looking at the GM, I'm looking at the scouts, and I'm asking you, maybe there should be a tweak on how you evaluate these players and how you pick first-round talents, because we're late in the first round. We need a guy that can give you instant production. F all that, he high ceiling guy, but low floor maybe. We need a high floor right now. We need a guy that'll come in, plug and play, instant impact. That's all I gotta say on that matter. Any final thoughts? Anything else you want to say before we get out of here?
No, I think that's it.
All right. Well, we'll see you guys on the next episode. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit the notification bell, follow the socials, check out all our playlists, and also check out our second channel, our NBA channel. Links will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.
Salute.
Just let me be me.